Have you ever noticed that conversations about faith can quickly become intense? What starts as a simple discussion can escalate into something that feels much deeper and more personal. There's a reason for this. We're not just dealing with intellectual concepts, but engaging in spiritual warfare. When we share our faith or defend the existence of God, we're not merely presenting arguments or debating philosophy. We're confronting spiritual forces that actively work to blind people to the truth. This reality should change how we approach these conversations entirely. First, it reminds us that our ultimate weapon isn't clever arguments or perfect logic, it's prayer. Before we engage in any conversation about faith, we need to bathe it in prayer. We need to ask God to prepare hearts, open minds, and give us wisdom in our words. Second, it helps us understand why some people seem completely resistant to even the most compelling evidence for God's existence. It's not always about intellectual barriers. Sometimes there are spiritual ones. People can have their understanding darkened not because they lack intelligence, but because spiritual forces are at work. This doesn't mean we give up or stop engaging. Instead, it means we approach these conversations with humility, recognizing that only God can truly change hearts. Our role is to be faithful in sharing truth, but we must depend on the Holy Spirit to do the work of conviction and conversion. Remember, even the most hostile person you encounter is someone for whom Christ died. Behind their arguments and resistance is a soul that loves God deeply. Pray for them, speak truth in love, and trust God with the results. 2 Corinthians 4:4 says, "The God of this age has blinded the minds of unbelievers, so that they cannot see the light of the gospel that displays the glory of Christ, who is the image of God." How does understanding the spiritual dimension of faith conversations change your approach to sharing with others? Who in your life needs your prayers more than your arguments? For the Stronger Walk podcast, this is John Alstorf.